Hey guys, it's Dory here, and welcome to another video. This one is very different from what I've done before. It's kind of a challenge video, but it's not really a YouTube tag challenge thing. So it's an aesthetic themed ask list, and I found it off Tumblr, and it's written by Sleepy Tessa HTML, and there's like aesthetic words and questions that go with them. Flower crown. When did you last sing to yourself? It might have been yesterday, but it also could, I don't know if I had the time yesterday to do it. No, it was definitely at my desk I was singing, because I like sing every day. So probably yesterday. Fairy lights. If a crystal ball could tell you the truth about anything, what would you want to know? Will Celine Dion live forever? That's what I would want to know. Daisies. What is the greatest accomplishment of your life? Of my life? I do graduate in April, on April 1st actually, and with a bachelor's degree. It took me 8.5 years to get there, but I finally did it, and I feel like that's a really big accomplishment for me. 1975, what is the first happy memory that comes to mind, recent or otherwise? Deciding to do a blog. Like, I feel like that's a thing, which I'm actually doing, by the way, but it's nice to feel that, like, excitement about something. Last time I had that feeling was when I started thinking about doing a web series, and then I did it. Matt, if you knew that in 1 year you would die suddenly, would you change anything about the way you are living now? Yes. And it would be the very stereotypical things, like I would quit the job that I'm at now. I would move out of where I am. I would go places and see the world. Like, I want to do all those things. Black nail polish. Do you have a bucket list? If so, what are the top 3 things? I don't have a updated bucket list. Like, I wrote one last year, and I just am getting back into bullet journaling. So, like, I started looking at it again, and I'm gonna go find it and figure that out. Here we go. So the top 3 are travel to Italy, which I still want to do, go to Scotland, which I might be doing if I get into school there, and PAX East, which is also a con that I really want to go to. Mood board. Do you feel you had a happy childhood? As dramatic as it sounds, no, I don't think I had a particularly happy childhood, but I am grateful for being able to get to where I am today in life, and mentally wise. I'm really happy that I survived all that. Stars. When did you last cry in front of another person? I think it wasn't like a long cry, but it was like there were a couple tears, and it wasn't like laughter crying, and like I legitimately cried at work in the bathroom one day, and like my coworker had seen me go by, and it was a pretty rough time at work. There was a lot of like personal shit being taken out on me, and it was building up. Yeah, we're not going to go into that. Plants. Pick a person to stargaze with you and explain why you picked them. I'm going to do something not very specific. I'm going to go with my future significant other, whoever this significant other may be, because I think I would really want to stargaze with them, and I think it would be a cool thing to do. Converse. Would you ever have a deep conversation with a stranger and open up to them? Yes, and I have done that before. Like, a lot of like the deep conversations and like really eye-opening ones have happened like with some random person at a party. Lace. When was your last 3 a.m. conversation with someone, and who were they to you? 3 a.m. conversation. I don't even remember the last time I was up till 3 a.m. The latest I think I've been up like in the past month. I don't know, maybe it was like my friend's Booker Mickey. Like, I don't know what we were talking about, but yeah, I don't really stay up that late anymore. I have like adult schedule, which sucks. Handwriting. If you were about to die and you could only say one more sentence to one person, what would you say and to whom? I would say to my best friend Courtney. This sentence: delete my internet history. Oil paints. What would you title the autobiography of your life so far? Coffee and tequila. Combat boots. Are you a very forgiving person? Do you like being this way? I'm not. I do not like being that way. I wish I could, forget things and do that whole forgive and forget crap, but I can't. I'm trying, but there are just certain things that I will never Like, my brain literally doesn't let me forget things, so being able to forgive and forget is very difficult for me. Pastel. Would you describe yourself as more punk or pastel? I would like to be more punk, but I am definitely pastel. I like wearing black a lot, but I do also like dress fancy-ish for work and if we're going out and things like that. Tattoos. How do you feel about tattoos and piercings? Explain. Tattoos, I have 3 of them. I am working on, I want a 4th one. So I'm fine with it. Piercings, I have my ears pierced, but I'm not big into it, mainly because the needle thing, it just freaks me out that it's going through your skin, which is weird, I know, because technically tattoos kind of basically do the same thing, but you know, whatever. Piercings. Do you wear a lot of makeup? Why or why not? That's tricky. I don't like wearing makeup all that much, but I work 8:30 to 4:30 every day, so I wear makeup for most of the time, unless I'm like sick or I've just had a really bad day. That's when people know to stay away because I'm not wearing makeup. So most of like my week I am wearing makeup. On weekends I really would love to not wear makeup, which is why most of the time when I'm filming videos, I do it during the week so that I can just like go straight from work, then film with the same makeup so I don't have to reapply and all that crap. Bands. Talk about a song, band, or lyric that has affected your life in some way. Not necessarily a band, but a musical artist would be Celine Dion. I was basically raised on her, and I really just admire her strength, and her voice is beautiful, and just like the values that she holds. I really, really love Celine Dion. Space. Do you have a desk workspace, and how is it organized / not organized? I do. My camera's currently on it. Right now it's not very organized, but it has been worse, I'll give it that. Beautiful chaos is what I would describe most of my room. White bed sheets. What is your nighttime routine? I don't know. I don't really think I have much of a routine. Get into bed. I don't know. I sometimes read. I'll sometimes read either fanfic or maybe something, I'll browse Tumblr. And then I almost always put on one of my like sound apps that has like pretty sounds on it. Like, I don't know, the ocean or rain has been really what I've been going with lately. And on occasion I will like put on a meditation and do that. But half the time I end up falling asleep in the middle of it. But, I guess you could consider that a routine. Old books. What's one thing you don't want your parent to know? That they disappoint me. It sounds really sad, but that is true. I try not to let my mother know everything that has affected me that she's done. And I mean, she's my mom, but we have issues, and we can work through some, but I don't know if we'll ever be able to. We'll never really get to what she wants and what society deems as a healthy relationship, and I'm okay with that. I'm an adaptable person. I figure things out, so I'm not gonna give any more information on that because that's a downer. Beaches. If you had to dye your hair, how would you dye / style it, and why? I have a very good answer for this because I've been wanting to do my hair. Right now it's like fading red down here, and then most of my brown is like reddish tinted. I really would love to get rid of what's happening here and go into, like, I call it my mermaid colors or unicorn colors, because I used to have purple and turquoise on the bottom, and I want that back. However, I have been filming a web series and I have to keep my hair the same color because we film out of order. So until I finish filming, this is what I'm doing. Thunder. What's one thing you would never do for $1 million? Compromise my identity. I would never want to be someone else or get rid of something that makes up who I am. Like, I would never want to stop writing or creating. Love. Have you ever fallen in love? Describe what it feels like to realize you're in love. This is the tricky part. I have a bad reputation when it comes to love. I'm sorry that I just basically quoted Taylor Swift there. I think I've only been in love once, and at the time I never quite realized that it was love. It wasn't until after things had fallen apart, courtesy of yours truly. I don't even know how to describe it, because it's not like that storytelling type thing or description. Like, I don't know. I just... Ugh. Clouds. If you're a girl, would you ever rock really, really short hair? I wouldn't, and not because of, gender roles or anything like that, but because I actually really like having hair. And I have really like thick hair, and it gets pretty long, and I like playing with it, and I like doing the different colors underneath, and so I like having my long hair. Coffee. What's your Starbucks order, and who would you trust to order for you, if anyone? I would say my most go-to is something with espresso. I tend to get a lot of like peppermint mochas a lot, and I would trust my best friend Courtney because she trusts me with her Starbucks orders, and I feel like I can trust her with my Starbucks orders. So I think it's a two-way street on that. And finally, Marble, what is the most important thing to you in your life right now? Creating. Now that school's basically over for me, I have a lot of time. Well, not a lot, but I have more time to do things that I want to do and have been putting off, and creating new, like I want to get back into writing fanfic again, and I want to work on a new series, finish the current one. I want to do this blog, which by the way is called Tinsel and Ink, and I will probably talk about it more later on once we've launched and figured out a lot more things. So creating is really important to me because it's what makes me happy. It's what helps me get through life and the dark stuff, and helps me process my own feelings and thoughts and things like that. So yeah, creating is the most important thing in my life right now. So that is that. That has been the Aesthetics Tumblr Ask thing. I will leave a link below to where you can find this ask, and if you want to reblog it and whatever. So if you have any questions that you want to ask me about literally anything, please go ahead and ask them, and then maybe I'll do a Q&A video. I don't know. I don't have a lot of people following me, which, whatever, that's cool. You guys are awesome, whoever watches me. But I like connecting with the people that I'm creating for, and I want to know what you guys want to know or want to see me do. Like, seriously, anything. Please hit that subscribe button because I put up videos every weekend. Keep on shining, storytellers.